Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of North America, Canada, and the world. Welcome to the second episode, if you will, of Coffee with Dragan. I'm gonna pour myself a little bit of coffee. It's already late, so it's a very mild coffee. Still rolling, drinking, sipping on that Cuban raw coffee. Pour yourself a little coffee, make yourself a little tea if you want, and put a little bit of a coffee bean in your tea so you could call it coffee tea. Not a cough tea, but a coffee tea. You understand. Now, want to discuss the Super Bowl. First and foremost, I want to say that it was a great game of football. My expectations were met. Was not disappointed. Actually enjoyed the game myself. I'm a 49ers fan for life. However, in this bowl was actually rooting and cheering for Tom Brady, the Patriots, and the whole Patriots organization, including Belichick. So I was rooting for them. However, was delighted to see Philadelphia play a top game of football, and have actually predicted about a few days ago on YouTube. Was working out. Also have a workout channel and workout regularly, live stream my workouts regularly on Facebook. Check out on the groups. It's called World Citizens Gym. Citizens is spelled with an S, plural. If not, contact me and we'll show you the link where you can work out with me, Dragan, and do my own system, which I've developed, and it's called the General Integrated Workout System. That being said, back to the bowl. I've actually predicted a high-scoring game last week. I've predicted that the Patriots would win by 37-33, actually. And of course, in the Super Bowl, you don't expect such high scores, but somehow I had a feeling that both teams were going to play very offensive games, and there's going to be some mistakes here and there on both sides that will actually make it for a very high scoring game. And so was speculating, of course, but my speculation turned out to be semi-correct. Of course, it was a high-scoring game, but Philadelphia, of course, beat the New England Patriots 41-43 final score, and so my prediction was 37-33 for Patriots. So it was a 33, but not for the losing team, but for the losing team, that is, which were the Patriots. Enjoyed very much, and have to say that at the ending, when Brady made the last pass, I think a lot of people felt that they were gonna do the same thing like last year, going to overtime, and that he was gonna catch it. Gronkowski gonna catch it. He was surrounded by, of course, defensive players from Philadelphia. He had his feet in the end zone, but he slipped. He touched his hand and it slipped, and of course he was not a touchdown. But it was so close, right? It was just a few seconds left, just like last year with the amazing comeback against the Atlanta Falcons. They were down 25 points, the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history. Brady is gonna pull this one again. Just a few minutes left of the game. That cold, calculating master that Tom Brady is, and Tom Brady, do have to take my hat off. Not for long, because man, kiss ass over here, but definitely the greatest quarterback of my generation, the millennial generation, and if not the greatest of all time. The greatest of all time perhaps, maybe, certainly the greatest of my generation. However, Brady, certainly one of the best top quarterbacks, top players ever to have played the game. Not just my own opinion, but statistics, stats, and of course, record-breaking Super Bowl rings, record-breaking playoff appearances, 37. I believe, with this one including, it was the 37th, and of course the pass yards of 2,000, and I don't know this last game, but more than 2,000. And the second one is 1,156, which is Kurt Warner. So still a big gap there, boy. Anyways, enjoyed the game. It was a nice game. Went with a friend, a nice place, a nice meal. Halftime show was very color. Could just describe it as Justin Timberlake. Very nice dance moves, boogie 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 boogie, and all that. It was very nice, very colorful. I don't know where there's an article which I didn't read it, but the highlight, the title of the article was Super Bowl halftime show was a mess. I don't know what they meant it. What did they mean exactly? But I'm probably gonna go check it out later. See, it was it looked kind of a chaotic environment, but very colorful. So I was not disappointed. Very nice songs, very nice dance moves. Loved the interplay of the different colors, like the contrasting colors. They're full colors, like rainbow colors, which you really liked. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl chat aside, I want to discuss an alarming situation in the economy here in North America, Canada, United States, and of course the world as it affects it. That Friday, the Dow was down 666 points, and also the Nikkei was down Friday when the markets closed, the Japanese markets and the European markets. And of course today, a big downturn in the stock markets. Want to just go back to a small essay we wrote in response to an article in a magazine in November, and we wrote about the possibility of a market downturn beginning in February and aggravating and coalescing in a crash, a total financial crash by by the beginning of summer, mid-June to late June, without any specific date, of course. Just like if you look back at the 1929 Black Monday, and of course how that started with several days of big downturns in the market. But a bit back to what I was saying, I've written a small piece without being a certified financial analyst, but have self-taught myself, have read a lot of books, I'm keeping an eye on the stock market since a young age, and my knowledge and my wisdom and understanding is not as the PhD level yet, as a doctorate level yet, but is pretty solid and is strong enough to be able to correlate different events in the stock market and the financial markets, and of course the worldwide economy, and correlate them and see patterns and be able to speculate without guessing. Without guessing meaning speculation is of course based on facts, trends, and mathematics. And so in mid-November or so, around my 33rd birthday or so, I've written maybe even exactly on my 33rd birthday, on the 6th, maybe even, or the 7th or the 5th, whatever, had written this piece that because of the growing debt, for example, here in Canada, North America, the debt per the ratio of the debt per household income has skyrocketed in the past 20 years, since the 90s till now. It's just continuously increased and went up, and so the percentage is about 166.6%, meaning that there's so much debt per household, the income, that it's so much higher than the monthly and the annual incomes. And of course, this is, any economist and any financial analyst will tell you that this is not sustainable. At one point, there has to be changes and debt relief and other measures implemented, financial and economic measures by the individuals, the consumers, and the banks and the financial institutions and other businesses as well. And so here it is: Dow plunges nearly 1,200 points as North American market rout deepens. And of course, it's not just North American, because also the Japanese, how they're connected and interconnected. The Japanese one also went down a lot. So I'm just gonna sip a coffee and just gonna read here. This is from CBC News. Here, just gonna read this article real quick, and we'll wrap it up for the day. Dow Jones plunges nearly 1,200 points as North American market rout deepens. Benchmark Dow Jones Index sees its largest daily points drop in its history. I'm going to repeat that one more time so you can clearly hear what I'm saying. Benchmark Dow Jones Index sees its largest daily points drop in its history. Benchmark Dow Jones Index sees its largest daily points drop in its history. So, ladies and gentlemen, cause for alarm. And I'm gonna go look through my writings in the past years, as was dealing with chronic illness and disease and other things. Have written a lot about economic reform and financial, global, local, national, international financial reform and such matters, as I'm afraid that my prediction might unfold about what's just happening. And my prediction was that in February it will start. I actually said, to be just and fair, I actually said that we will start in the second week of February. So this is the first week of February. So it was somewhere on, I said it will start about around mid-February, second week of February, and it will continue to drop. And in June, there's a possibility, a high chance of a total worldwide financial collapse. So just to be fair, my prediction did not say on the 4th or on the 5th and on the 1st February and on the 5th is going to drop, but did say that a stock market downturn, and somewhere on the internet there, I have to look it up and find it where it was posted. Where did I post it? And we'll check that out. That indeed seems to be happening, and it is happening. So there it is. We have to keep an eye on this, be aware of what's happening, and be able to find solutions outside the box. And I always stress solutions and more solutions. Coffee with Dragan, world citizens of the world, unite. And wishing you all a healthy recovery and health if needed be, and strength, and first, last but not least, love.